back. This is Ben L versus Sinbad in our second set for them of the night.
Yeah, could make it 2, could make it 3 if Sinbad continues to play as hot as he was in not only throughout the rest of the bracket as well, but in losers. Looked very, very strong against Heels Good. Oh, and already starting with the down dash mix-ups. I love that a lot to threaten any amount of offstage game. But no dice in terms of immediate stocks being taken, but it still is a very, very early in the game. Wow, what pressure.
Yeah, I know. This has been crazy. And it was game 5 when they played last, so I expect the same kind of back and forth set. We're already seeing a good start here for Sinbad, starting to kind of make up for lost ground in the first set. And here on Jules Vale, a smaller stage, which does allow you to kind of do a lot of things against Kragg that he doesn't really, it just kind of annoys him. Like, I think you're able to annoy Kragg really effectively on this stage, more than most others.
Oh, the upward toss twice. Cool. Yeah, damage is damage. You're just, at this point, you're just trying to get it so that you're in a forward air kill percent. Ooh. Oh, but caught with rock in hand. Nice extension.
You thought you caught me with the rock in hand. That's
my
so
fault.
Cute. That's so cute. You're so silly for that.
Crazy how the mark is able to break pillar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, like the seed of all things being just like the you would think is the slightest. How does a seed break a pillar? Usually over years with like erosion and stuff, maybe.
It's advanced erosion. It happens immediately this time.
Exactly.
Elementalism, I don't know.
Sure. Grass beats ground. That's right. Yeah,
true.
Whatever you say. All right, but 154 on this Kragg. We got to get Ben L out of here, or else things are going to get tough, because every second you allow him to stay alive is a second he can do something like this. Bounce you right off the backboard, sends you off where there is no recourse and no tether either. So unfortunately, you're going to have to get that set up ASAP as you get off the Angel platform and try to make up something here. Tether into there. There you go.
Yeah, never far off for either of these players. Lily procking off of the raised horn, which didn't have a hurt box. That's funny.
Good stuff.
Yeah, Kragg's just so big. He's just a big dude.
He's too big. They need to give him the locks treatment. They need to make him smaller.
No, they don't need to do that.
I'm just kidding. I'm being completely facetious.
I know, but it's that just brought on. It was like bad thoughts right there.
Silly thought, isn't it? Yeah. All right, but here we go. Lily underneath the platform. Gotta watch out, because here you go. There's the setup actualized for Sinbad. Looking for more here. Pillar actually gives you a little bit of a moment of reprieve, trying to do something here, but the fair off the plat, almost enough to take it, but we got rock coming back down. Great stuff coming up with that forward strong. Very good stuff.
Just went a little too far off stage, had an up air at these percentages, which could have meant so much damage and a way to get back into this game. But instead, it's Ben L and still in full control, utilizing down air as just this absolute insane pressure tool.
Okay, wow.
Okay. So Kragg down air is a hell of a button. They did nerf it slightly, making it have extra landing lag. I think like 3 or 4 frames of extra landing lag. However, because they changed the way that shield stun works, now not based on knockback, but based on raw damage, it almost makes up for the slight knockback, the slight landing lag nerf.
Yeah, so it's like a give and take. It's like, okay, a little bit of an inadvertent buff as you nerf it, but yeah, it is okay. I mean, it is what it is. I feel like, you know, Kragg, even then, it's like that was all because, you know, you got stuck on rock, and of course, like, fair is gonna kill you if you're anywhere in that percentage range. But being stuck on rock is not ideal, and I feel like for Sinbad, it's just got to be try to micromanage around the rock a little bit more this game.
Yeah, we'll see how he orients around it. We know for sure that Sinbad can play around all of these Kraggs and more. Oh, trying to extend the hitbox on it too. Looking for down strong. Oh man, Ben is looking for much bigger risk and riskier plays, but kind of respect the vibe. I understand like trying to really give a change up compared to how it was played in the previous game and the previous set these two incorporated in. Because if you recall, Ben would played with an on-hit presence, but much more steady from a neutral perspective, particularly in their last game. Now there's no steady; it's just go.
Yeah, I feel like they both have felt it out enough, and they're just like a continuation of the same condition that we saw. We don't need to play it slow anymore. We already know what the others bring to the table, and we're gonna be swinging.
Yeah, we're taking big plays off stage, letting the shield push off, give us an opportunity. Back airs coming down, down airs as well, but we're gonna re-wrap and remark as well with the backdash. Nice stuff. Oh, this combo's going now. Nice DI to the platform though, trying to get out of there.
As you should, but then we follow back up. Unfortunately, it didn't look like it was tech, so you're going to be able to get a freebie there. And Ben L fights back in this. Took 58%, but now is dealing almost that back in kind. We have the tether set up, so things could be okay here if we need to use it. But then Ben L goes off stage and says, look, you can tether to me, but I'm going to be right here off stage ready to fight you up.
Oh, pillared too high, and that's just going to end your stock right there. Instantly had the opportunity and down tilt forward air, no pillar left. That's a gone stock. Big pickup for Sinbad, who gets his first lead of this grand final set, trying to keep it.
Definitely, and trying to break down the pillars as well, get rid of the rock, but the run-up parry, been so good at dealing with Lily. I feel like not just Ben L, but it was Heels good as well. Lily just has not gotten any chance to like do her thing, so it's tough.
Yeah, Lily is there for Maypul to combo into her. The best players, they know how to make sure that Lily isn't dominating neutral as well. Not like the chaos agent that is Rock.
Yeah, exactly. Rock fights has no allegiances.
No.
Fights for no kings, no gods. Only Rock.
Only Rock. Rock is Rock.
Rock is Rock, and gonna hit that shield as well. Lily gonna be sitting there menacingly, but now fair off stage could make things really scary. It's still 73% for Kragg, so we got a lot of room to play around with, but time's a ticking.
Yeah, steadily starting to get... Oh, I really love the idea of that pillar there, but just slightly mistimed it. Getting a ton of extra damage thanks to the tether, but because the tether was used, you do lose that. Oh, never mind. Instantly re-added.
Yeah, I guess we're right back onto it. So even if you lose the tether, you still have a quick enough option. I don't see a lot of Maypuls have this much of an uptime, and we didn't get to see it too much in the last sets either. So it's like this is kind of like a new change. Lots of tether uptime.
Oh my god, careful. Dashing right into that forward strong, the rock falling down. Oh, the Rube Goldberg machine activates.
That was the Rube Goldberg machine. Like, oh my god. I needed to, like, the rock's gonna play the xylophone as it comes down the steps. Like, Jesus. Okay.
Oh, we're in a tight game, and this is like Kragg games for the most Kragg game of all time. Thankfully able to avoid the special pummel. Still has the wall jump, get him attack, counterplays. It forces tether, but you tether behind in order to avoid the sweet spot of the up strong that needed to be down strong.
Okay, but we got a very, very close pillar. Gonna have to just get that out of there. And yep, there we go. Tether into a kill at 163. It didn't matter. Sinbad is gonna be able to take that game.
And just imagine if, when all resources were gone, everything depleted, goes for up strong on tether, which Sinbad can play around by just going to behind instead of to the front. If that was down strong, the game ends, and we're in 2-0. 2-0 in the favor of Ben L. A slight wrong decision ends up costing Ben L the game as we go to Rockwall for game number 3.
Yeah, this is really big as Sinbad takes a game, puts himself on the board. We could, be setting ourselves up for yet another game 5 here, Ubel. Getting close, but Lily going to be doing some work. Pulling out the rock takes a little bit too much time, allows Maypul to kind of remaneuver and set back up again.
Okay. Both players kind of feeling each other out a little bit in this game, not letting the scramble from the previous detrimentally affect their current gameplay, especially with that double back air conversion off of the up tilt. Oh, and what a catch as well from Sinbad. who's again playing around as much as possible, even including the special getup on the side of this Kragg.
Yep.
Oh, opportunity.
Oh, but the double jump. Yeah, it looked like Ben L kind of smelled some blood in there. It was like, okay, I gotta go, kind of force out something here. And the double jump was allowing you to find a follow-up. We do get the tether fair. Great spike here for... Oh no, Sinbad had nothing left. You tethered and you had nothing left.
That setup had used double jump, wall jump, and just a little too quick of succession. Didn't get the maximum height from any of it. And that is going to seal the fate of both stocks. Was a slick clip, but you really, really need that extra stock whenever you're playing against Kragg.
Yeah, you gotta stay alive. It is not worth to throw away your stock like that, unfortunately, because Kragg will easily take it from you by force. We're gonna throw that straight down, and yeah, waits for the tether as well. Knew that it was checkmate. There's no way that she gets that verticality without tether.
Yeah. The beauty of I mean, that's what you got to do against Maypul's tether. As soon as you know that's all that's left, charge up your down strong.
Ooh, okay.
But of course, Rockwall giveth and Rockwall taketh away, instantly setting up for a crazy ladder that Sinbad has got on display time and time again. Oh, just run up forward to?
Couldn't get back air at a shield, it looked like. Obviously tough, but that's okay. Into the... Oh, tried to parry! Had a second window of opportunity, but didn't get anything off of it. Rough. But then now, okay, Pillar's starting to work against Ben L as well.
Yeah, Sinbad's starting to anticipate those pillar timings and pillar positionings, which is huge, and you can turn that into tangible advantage. Finding a launcher into a reset position, which guaranteed the stock after with one simple up air into tether up air conversion. Suddenly, we've got ourselves a 2-1 swing in the favor of Sinbad as we go to game number 3 at Hyperborean.
Yeah, so one of the few times we're seeing Hyperborean, I think this is only the second time we've seen it in this block. It's just one of those niche matchups, but this time, you know, we can see why it was important for the matchup earlier. This time, I kind of wonder like how this is going to work out for Kragg, just because obviously you have the ability to just build a pillar underneath the hollow bottom and then just kind of like camp out a little bit, and that's totally cool. But Maypul has a lot of stuff here, and I feel like Maypul might just be able to kind of play that game too, you know?
Yeah, I never really saw this stage, especially from what we've seen in this bracket, as Ben L's style. Like the Kragg game that you can play in the lieu of like Cheesy Potato is a very like off stage focused Kragg because you can create your own platforms. But and while that's still good as a recovery route, and we see Ben use it there, it just never seemed like the focal point of his game plan. Ben wants to create unfair, like guess for your game type of situations. He wants to create Rube Goldberg machines and do all of the shenanigans. And this stage just seems the antithesis to that.
Yeah, so far has not been able to get any of these setups or these offstage plays either. It feels like this has sort of been the Sinbad show for this one. It's been kind of rough just because like the platform conversions are there, the platform heights are really good for Maypul, and so far, yeah, Kragg just isn't able to like play the game that we know he wants to play. I feel like he's trying to shoehorn some of these pillar conversions or like some of these pillar punishes. And it's just not working with how efficient Sinbad is about like getting in, getting around, and like just dancing up from one side of Ben L to the other.
Luckily, you've got a set to play with and adaptations to be made. But I think you're hitting the nail on the head here, Nerf. Just a little bit too focused on what had worked instead of what is focusing on what could be working.
Or at least is currently working, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple things that Ben L is doing that are getting some leverage, but we're just not kind of like, we're not leaning into that, you know? We're using the spikes a little bit. Rock throw I think rock throw by itself is fine, but pillar and rock throw together, I think are just not working for the short term.
Sinbad really starting to pull ahead here in the game. This is reset point as well for Sinbad, and we're trying to cement that reset as a foregone conclusion with a 2-1 lead. The rock shards coming downstairs, not connecting on their mark. And again, the shield on the pillar, just able to instantly avoid the potential trap. And Sinbad continues no worse where the special pummel is too. Poppy's online.
Let's go, Poppy! We haven't gotten to see Poppy, and now we're getting another conversion with the up air as well. Extra damage. Love to see it. The breadth of Maypul's kit coming out. We finally get to see some of the cool stuff that she can do.
Yeah, chance. Oh, hello. We still got that wall, though, accessible. Yeah, instantly able to get to the wall.
But still, gonna get that pummel break, and oh my god, the waveland on the platform for the perfect spacing for forward strong, and that is all she wrote. We got a reset here, baby.
Yeah, just that little mark, that one seed, tossed all the way over, breaks the pillar immediately, and that is Ben L dropping to the losers bracket, where he will play against Sinbad in Grand Finals reset.
Nice. So we bring him down to our level, and now you're in losers just like me, bro. Get wrecked. So now let's get into it. Lily just like kind of poking out beyond the rock. Like I was like, okay, she's in there.
I had to double take. It's like, does that rock have a face? Am I going
rock
insane?
Has a mouth. Rock just like we need to like have like 4v4 Maypul's versus Kragg's and make it Mount Rushmore. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, no eyes, just mouths.
Exactly. The nightmare Mount Rushmore. Okay, but we got another tether, this time perfectly timed while you pull rock. That's actually really smart for Sinbad, but finally we get a special pummel. This is the first special pummel that we've seen anyone let Ben L have in this top 8.
Yeah, some of those key grabs could be just as effective as a mix-up that we had not seen basically throughout the entirety of this bracket. And, you know, add on top of that the normal grab conversions, like we saw the down throw up strong, and Ben L is shifting into a different gear than in the previous, the winner's side of Grand Final set. Needs.
Yeah, I don't know. You did say that this is, you know, this is the time where we need to start mixing things up, and I mean we saw a little bit of the linear stuff, but hey, you know, this is the mix-up stuff that we need to see, and now we're starting to play with a little bit of fire. 3-1 lead here for Ben L, looking really good. Game 1 in the reset.
Looking very, very strong here. Looks very good in game 1 of the previous set as well. Oh, what a snipe there with Maypul's down air, just perfectly positioned, not able to get that forward strong out as well, thanks to Lily being the guardian angel for Maypul. But Ben has got some different setups here with the rock shards, which I really like. Different ways to choke out Maypul's recovery.
Yeah, always going to be important. We haven't had a whole lot of tethers up this game like we did in the games that led up to this reset. You know, I feel like we're missing out on some of the necessary tools that Maypul has, because otherwise, yeah, Kragg just holding his ground on the ledge is just going to keep pressuring out Maypul's lackluster recovery without the tether, and there's just not a lot of places to go. So good stuff for Ben L to just recognize, like, look, I just need to play the easy part of this game, which is just edge guard. I can just deny, tether, and then edge guard, and that's fine.
Oh. And interesting.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We got this. Let's get the restart, and cool. Yeah, we're good.
We're
game 2 of True Finals. We're going back to Fire Capital, and we've got lots of platforms, lots of conversions here, potentially for Maypul. And we did see Lily on one side, so expect to see Lily on platform doing some big work.
Yeah, this is the same counter pick as before. Did not work out as well in the winner's final set, but could always be something different, especially given the confidence that Sinbad seems to be playing with in the grand finals comparatively. Wow, what a late roll through. Worked out just in the nick of time. Downward dash to break through the pillar, barely able to make it back.
Okay, but We haven't also. I think we also haven't seen much Terry in this last couple sets by Sinbad, which I'm kind of surprised by. But we are definitely full sending that, trying to get Lily out of here ASAP, and maybe extend off of Lily to hit Maypul herself would be nice.
I guess the rock.
There was nowhere for you to go.
There was literally nowhere for you to go. You needed the wall to recover. Yeah. Oh, that's
the wall and the pillar.
Crazy trap from Ben there to take another one-stock lead in this game number 2. This time without even needing an SD.
Right. These round starts have been really good for Ben L. But look, Sinbad is not going to be taking that lightly. We'll be looking for some big reads as well. The tethers into the up airs have been very crispy tonight, so I would expect more of the same.
Huge back air there, just trying to make it so you can interrupt as much as possible, forcing Lily to trigger as you jump away, but does leave you very vulnerable. Trying for a waveline conversion, though. Looks like Sinbad wants a big reset while Ben is at lower percents, and instead it's currently not working out too well. Nice roll through though in order to set up for an up tilt.
Yeah, we do a little bit of the crouch canceling. Doesn't go very far after that one, and now going straight through Lily. But then she's still there. She's still waiting for you to make a move. You get another up air, and this one is gonna take the stock. Very nice conversion here. This is the danger of having like that kind of lower middle platforms and the higher outside platforms, because there's just not a lot of places for Maypul to evade to. She doesn't have the escape routes necessary.
This forward and offstage scenario needs to count, and it just hasn't quite yet. Choosing to remark, which is solid enough. Has an opportunity, not pulling the trigger though. Ben allowed to escape without picking any defensive options there is huge, because he was certainly on the back foot.
Yeah, it looked like, I mean, Sinbad was threatening, but then, oh god, okay, we're still alive, but like, threatening is not enough, unfortunately. You gotta be able to do something here, and backing off to mid-stage to drop Lily, I don't know if it's worth it, but we do get the stock here from the forward strong regardless. A little tethered, or a little trap to help out set that one up.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely in agreement here with you, Nerf. Like 11 games between each other in this bracket alone, with winners, grand finals, and now the reset.
Yep.
Threatening alone isn't going to do much, because most of the time your tells have been shown off a little bit. You need to establish something tangible, and if you're Sinbad, you need to do it right now, else lose the entire tournament right here.
Wow. And what a fast game that was. 1.5 minutes only, you know. A lot of fists are flying, a lot of projectiles as well. But we do have an instant mark set up on Kragg early in this game, which is a good start. And we're actually starting to do the right things. Up airing that rock, pretty inspired. I would have got hit by that rock.
Gotta get creative with the rock at these late moments. Game number 12 between these two in this bracket could very much be the last one. Oh, and Ben definitely wants to make it the last one. Oh! With the backboard conversion, and it takes the stock.
He did not want to waste his time. Said, no more of this nonsense. I will simply...
Oh, no.
Oh,
no. What happened? He just missed the ledge?
Resources? I don't know. I don't know. There was a wall jump, I think.
I thought so. Oh, that's tragedy.
That is really awful, especially in a crunch time situation against Ben L, who is bearing down like this. And 3-1 lead. He's got 17% on him. You've got so much work to do here as Maypul. And against a heavy, we talked about how Kragg coming from behind is like sometimes possible just because of the heaviness. But playing from a lead is also really, really good. But it did look like that was a little bit of a miscalculation on Ben L's part as well, to his credit. So.
Yeah, tried to double up on the pillarless.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's a rock, and you just don't have a double jump at that point. Did double jump dash and got intercepted, and that's just gonna a little anticlimactically, but that's gonna end the game either way. And a win is a win is a win, and that's gonna be Ben L taking the win at the Rivals Varsity Tryouts for September. Won it over the reset through Sinbad, but hey, that is going to be the lion's share of the points going towards the Rivals Varsity Invitational, which will be happening sometime in the future when the game is fully released. So be sure to stay tuned for that, and that'll be streamed right here whenever that happens. And I know, given Ben L's attendance at these events, he's almost certainly, with this win, going to be at that Invitational.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being able to take first place here tonight amidst some of the other greats of Rivals 2 right now is definitely really big. So I love to see it. More Ben L in the future certainly is in the cards. But congratulations to Sinbad for a very respectable second place, as well as Heels Good for third place, and so on and so forth. Love to see all of these great players who I've been able to see a little bit of as we get closer and closer to Rivals of Aether 2's actual release, starting to come into their own and take the skills that they had in Rivals 1 and then also bring it forward into a new engine, a new game. Same characters, but we're seeing new things, new sauces forming from all of these players, and it'll be a bright future for